we were talking yesterday that there are some people actually hear me with their brain, and there are some people who hear me with their heart. Right? Um, whatever you hear with your heart will affect your life. Whatever you hear with your brain will affect you mentally. Right? The Bible tells you that afflictions and persecutions will always come because of the word of God that you hear. So now it depends. Where did you hear it? To your brain or to your heart? If you hear to your heart, those afflictions and persecutions are going to come to your life. You with me? As proof that you've heard the word of God. Are you there?
Yes.
And because you're more than a conqueror, you're going to always be conquering every single affliction that comes your way. So if you want to see that you've really been listening when you were being taught the word of God, when you look at your life, there's always challenges that were not caused by your actions. I don't mean you go and impregnate someone, now there's a challenge because now there's a baby coming and now you've got a challenge in your life. That's something that you have done. That's not an affliction of the word. Where you've been doing everything right, but something somehow wants to challenge you. But because you're more than a conqueror with the word, you still win. That's how you know that the word has been coming into your heart. When you win, you are elevated. Are you with me? Tests have to continually keep coming. They have to. They have to. Tests are not for hurting somebody. Tests are for measurements. Are you there?
Yes.
Because if you're cooking something, right, and you don't measure the heat, you won't know whether should you increase it or decrease it. So continually testing the temperature of what you're cooking will tell you whether you should increase it or decrease it so that it's perfect. That's why he speaks of you being, you should rejoice when you're tested. And he tells you that it's going to work out perfection. That you'll be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. That's what he says. But if you're somebody who hears only with your brain, you're going to always be afflicted in your brain. Mentally. You always have mental challenges. Are you with me?
Yes.
You always feel pressure. You always feel you're messed up. You always feel, am I going to make this? Am I going to? Are you with me?
Yes.
The Christians actually go to church and they suffer from depression and anxiety because they hear the word of God into their brain. You with me?
Yes.
You're supposed to hear with your spirit, your heart. So always pray to God to help you hear Him. Because by default, you always hear to your brain. By default. Without praying, you'll always hear to your brain. So it's a default thing that any sermon you're going to listen to is going to your brain. Anything that someone tells you goes to your brain. But if that person means life to you, you're going to make sure that you channel those things to your spirit. That's why someone can tell you you're stupid and you don't care. It just goes to your brain. You're like, whatever. Are you with me? But if your boyfriend tells you you're stupid, the thing goes to your heart, not your brain. So communion with your with your boyfriend, which is your prayer, makes whatever you hear him say go to your heart. But because you don't have communion with the stranger you're meeting on the street, there's no prayer. Whatever he says is going to go to your brain. So if you don't pray for whatever you receive, it will not go to your heart. It will always go there. That's why he says that they hear, but are you with me? They cannot understand nothing. You see,
Yes.
you give. Do it make sense?
Yes.
Chief Apostle signing out. Catch you on the next one.
Amen.